And away we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. The first thing I have to do is do not put the do not disturb on. I just forgot about that. It's like I've never done this before, huh? I'm so glad to see all of you. And yes, I took a break on Thursday. So if you were looking for me, you know, I'm so sorry that I couldn't make it, but I'll tell you what, I had done a lot of behind the scenes work, a lot of recording of many, many videos. And so by the time Thursday came around, you guys, I was tired. I wasn't going to be able to give you my all. And so I thought it best for everyone to just skip it. Now my hands or my eyes are darting around. Hello, Judy, because I'm setting up stuff. Okay. So you're sort of here. And yes, Judy, I'm using rolling waves. It's so fun. It's so, so fun. I used it for my tutorial this month. Now let me see. Where is that card? Because I quite like it. And hello, Sue. Oh gosh, it's nice to see you. How are you doing? Let me see if I can find my card. I kind of was looking for it here, but halfway I looked for it. I didn't really tune in so close. It doesn't really matter. It's just an aside. For my tutorial group, I used the Painted Illusions paper and used the Rolling Waves dies and used the pattern paper to make the waves. And it turned out very convincingly. So, can't find it. That's okay. Lord knows I get sidetracked in here. There's so many things to look at. Then I was going to come live with you on Thursday with a 3D project, right? And since I didn't, I worked with it a little bit more and I kept working with it until it became this thing that was larger than alive. And so I'm morphing it into a free craft along event this month. So we'll be talking about that shortly. But for right now, I just want to say hi, everybody. I'm so glad to be here with you. There's Lori and Ethel. Hello. Ethel's already liked and shared. How do you know you're going to like it, Ethel? I appreciate that so much. Thank you for sharing, ladies. There's Lori. There's a share. I'm sure. And Judy says, hello. Good afternoon. Good Sunday afternoon. Lisa and all the crafty friends. Yeah. Judy, did I tell you guys that I decided not to go to on stage? It's kind of sad. But I mean, I'd go every year if there weren't other factors. You know what? There ended up just being other factors. And so I'm going to skip it this year. But I hope that everyone that's there has a great time. I'm not skipping it because I didn't think it was going to be worth it and fantastic and everything. But, you know, you have to make decisions. You have to, there's only so much time and so much money to do things. And so anyway, that's okay because I guess I'll be here for whoever wants to come live. I will be here that week. And so we will do the best. We'll soldier on and have our own fun here, won't we? Okay, let me put myself up in the corner. There I am. And then let me bring you down to my desk. I can't really see it. Nope, not that. Not that. Hello. Was it this? No. Interesting. Oh, maybe. Maybe it's gone because, no, don't say that. Sorry, guys. This is Lisa's iPhone. Double click to pick a camera source. Maybe up here. Let's do that. Okay. I've got it over here on the side. Now is, you guys, I got to go over here and click on video effects. It's on center stage, and that's not right. I can tell immediately what it was on. Center stage follows your hands around, and it is, oh, it made me nauseous. One time it was on, and I couldn't I didn't know how to get rid of it. It made me nauseous in the meantime. So I know exactly what that is because I don't like it. All right, so here is a new bundle that is coming out. It's been in pre-order for a month or so for demos and in starter kits. And now, as of Tuesday, it's going to be available to everyone. So let's talk about that for a minute. There are several things in the March online exclusives that will be going live to lovely customers and demos alike on the 3rd. But there's also several of the die sets that have already gone unavailable until approximately March 23rd, the week of March 23rd. I am sure they are doing whatever they can to get it here sooner. There were several in the list. And so this is not in the list. That's cool. The other thing you can do to make sure that you know when it's coming back is you can go shop with me or whomever. You can go onto the Stampin' Up! Website and then go ahead and go into the product, search the product that you're looking for, and then click to be notified when it returns, and they will send you an email. It works for me. That's what I rely on. Excuse me. That's what I rely on to get my updates now. And yeah, either demos went crazy for all this stuff, or they were waiting for a slow boat that didn't get here yet or whatever. But a couple different options. You can always purchase the stamp set and kind of give up that extra 10% discount if you do that. But if you really are wanting a certain stamp set, it doesn't have to always be sold as a bundle. Or you can just wait, and there are plenty of other things we can use. You know that? There are hundreds of other products. And so with that, welcome everyone to Stampin' Chat. It is Sunday, March 1st. You might be watching me on replay, and regardless, I welcome you. I'm so glad to have you here. I am Lisa Harden. I am the maker behind the Stamping Zoo in a very cloudy Boise, Idaho today. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I show you all these beautiful products that you can have at any time to add to your paper crafting stash, whether you're brand new to paper crafting, don't even know what it is, or if you've been working with paper and dies and all Stampin' Up! Products for over 30 years like me, I'm glad to have you here, okay? So I always try to make it my goal to entertain, inform, and educate. Not necessarily in that order, but as I said, today we will be definitely looking at rolling waves. I'm also going to introduce my craft along product. You get to see it here. I was looking around for it. It was inspired by something that I received at Onstage last year, and I will show you the inspiration. But I worked out the measurements myself, and I have to say, I'm quite proud of that. So there wasn't a tutorial. I just figured it out. I got out paper and pen and paper and pen and started going for it. So, fractions. Who thought? You're sad. I know, Judy. We have to miss it sometimes, don't we? Hello, Madison. And hi, Jean. You almost forgot. Oh, remember that you're getting ready for retirement. Jean, you're going to make it be really long if you remind me. But don't worry. I've already thought about it several times this week. You have 4 new tires. Oh, you know what I mean? It's life, isn't it, Judy? It's like, of course, that's not what we want to buy, but hey, kind of makes the car go, doesn't it? So, yes. Okay, Lori's saying, was that the one in Long Beach? The Onstage from last year? No, that was in Raleigh, North Carolina. Onstage is this March. So, in a couple weeks, I think the 12th or the 13th, around there. Hello, Debbie. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, Sue said she lost sound. Can you hear me? Are you back or no? Sue, can you hear me? Please type in the comments, just somebody, if you can hear me. And Sue is on YouTube, if that matters. My microphone is showing that I am loud. So, Hey, Sarah. How's it going? Sarah and Sue today? That's fantastic. Oh, Jean says 30 degrees here in western North Dakota. And you got 5 inches of snow on Friday night? What? Wow. Hello, Lynn. Southern New Jersey. Do you have some snow over there, Lynn? So, anyway, we do not have snow here. That's been the report all winter. There was one day when it snowed a little bit. And I don't know. It seems like we're not going to get it. Now it's dark right now. Like I said, it's overcast, it's raining, but it's probably 50 degrees. So, hey, thank you so much. Sue said she just left and came back in. That is the magic, right? Sometimes you just have to leave the channel, come back in, and then somehow I'm doing okay. All right, I am going to jump into our first card. And then we're going to talk about zoo news, and then we will go on. All right. This is super fun. I've done a little bit of the work ahead, but I don't have, I didn't complete a card. So we're going to work together on this. Crumb cake is going to be the base for both of the cards, kind of for obvious reasons. I will work later when I work with this. I am sure I will try another card base. Because not all sand is crumb cake colored, right? There's lots of sand. There's black sand beaches. There's pink sand beaches. So maybe petal pink is what I was thinking, but not today. Lynn says it's all melted from last week's blizzard. Lynn, I can't believe it. I guess I'm happy for you. You got some snow, but then it went away. You had gotten 12 inches. On one day, you got 12 inches. I mean, I knew it was, I don't even remember what it was called, but it was a certain thing, like a, hydroblast or something horrible. And of course, I watched the news and it looked like everything was kind of shut down. So I'm very glad that you are coming out of it and that it's melted. Wow, that's crazy. All right, there's lots of dies. Well, not lots, but there are 11, okay? And there are 3 of them that make different wave configurations. There's one that makes kind of a, I think it's a random shoreline if you wanted to cut that. Okay, and then there's shells. Some are detailed shells just with one die cut. And then others cut out the images in the stamp set. The very nice stamp set, 11 stamps as well as 11 dies. This bundle is $51.25 or $20 for the stamp set. Okay. And oh, there's this cool palm leaf. I'm thinking I want to try and use that on the next card, but we'll see. You guys can tell me. And then these super cool umbrellas. And so the vantage point of this stamp set is if you were flying a drone up above. So it's a bird's eye view. Okay. In the olden days, we call that a bird's eye view, right? And so it's as if a bird were flying over the seashore and looking down at people relaxing. And so look at this. It's a tiny beach towel. And so I'm not sure about the scale of these. We may have to make them larger, or no, we may have to make them smaller, but I think they'll be okay. But I'm going to show you different things I did. Now, there is one of the die cuts, okay, and I have used a little bit of Azure Afternoon with a blending brush. This is the same, although I used a little less. I wanted it a little lighter because they kind of layer. Well, they don't kind of layer, but they don't exactly mirror each other, which is perfect, right? Because it's not, it wouldn't look realistic. Waves don't look like that. Now this one kind of goes off on its own pattern. So it sort of follows them. And then before you know it, look at that. Look how pretty that is. And so what I've got here is a card base, standard card base. Hello, Trish. And then I've got a card layer that's 4 by 5 1/4. And this is what I think is going to be the base of the ocean. And it is 3, must be by 4. Yes, it's 3 by 4. So it's going to go across all the way, no border. no border on the ocean, right? And then up a certain amount so that we still have room for the waves and for the towels and the umbrellas, because they're a very integral part of this whole thing. Okay, so let me show you how I did these. It's very easy, and it's probably what you think, but just in case, where's a piece of white? I was actually finished preparing back here and took a break at 20 to 4. Well, then, of course, I got started with all sorts of things because luckily I don't feel as, I'm just feeling better than I was the last few years. And so I don't sit still very much. I'm up doing stuff. There's always something to do in a home. You know that. So anyway, then I was taking out all the trash, something I would normally do on after this video. And then I ended up, as always, having to run in here. Hello, Lisa T again. Very nice to see you. I am using, okay, which blue am I using for the waves? I used Azure Afternoon for this one, but I will use Pool Party and Coastal Cabana, I think, on the next one. Okay, so for this, I really wanted a light application, almost like you were probably prepping it for if you were going to die cut some clouds. And so I definitely wanted some white to show through, and I didn't want any brush strokes. So you can just easy, right? And it will even lighten up a little bit more as that soaks into the paper and dries. So that's how I started. And I knew that I wanted this one to have little edges of white. So like I put the die cut, that's the medium die cut. And so I prepared my piece of cardstock and then I put it down here so that I could get some white. And then this guy, you need a larger piece, this guy right here. And I left it pretty solid. It's going to have that layer over it. So anyway, that was my thought. Now, again, Judy can tell us whether or not I'm accurate. The coloring is accurate because, of course, I do live in Idaho. I don't get many opportunities to go to the ocean, but I do love it. There's something about the energy coming off of the ocean, isn't there, Judy? Well, everybody. If you've, it's not just a Judy thing, but you guys, Judy is probably the closest to all of us. So the light blue one that's already die cut. Yep, they are both Azure, just a lighter application on this one, and then white. But I am going to do a little something to the white, so we like to see sparkling sunshine on the waves. And so I'm going to use some Wink of Stella. We have in the past had some specialty white papers, and that would be a perfect place to use this. The dies are very cool, aren't they? And they're gorgeous. This definitely, I don't know if everybody feels the same about this bundle, but it caught my eye. And it's a standalone bundle, so it doesn't come with a suite of coordinating products, but it didn't have to. It didn't have to. There's plenty of other products that we have that, as you can tell, we're going to use. Now, I am just bringing in coloring pretty heavily on there. Some of it gets hidden, right? But this is going to be our sunshine sparkling on the water. And yes, I could have put all these layers on. Oh, Lynn's a beach ocean girl. Okay, Lynn. Sweet. You can tell us all about it then. I wish you could see this. You know, not enough sun. Barely. You can see it barely. Just trust me. It's a lot better than that. Wink of Stella. She doesn't photograph well, does she? Excuse me. Okay, so then this guy, I still want some texture on it because, of course, the ocean doesn't look flat like that. And so it's quite a big stamp. But we are going to help ourselves by putting it up on the Stampin' Positioner. Whoops, let me get you out of, let me draw this back a little bit, shall I? Okay, and so we're going to place this on the positioner and just do a little stamping with this guy. So let me just see here. I forgot where this was placed. Now the other thing I do with this sometimes, actually, we will do this right now, is I'm going to ink this up. I haven't inked this up yet. I think I prepped it, but Lisa Teagan lives in East New England. You're moving to Reno, Nevada? What? Wow, that's a huge change. I think you will miss the beach. Yes. I mean, Reno will have its own things, but you'll be close to the Stamping Zoo. Hey, that's cool. You love the sun, sand, and salt water. Yes. Okay. All right. So I just stamp my image, and then when I'm placing my paper, then I kind of know, like, okay, where would I like it? This is not the easiest way to do. You might not want to use the Stampin' Positioner for this kind of a stamping because we're going to stamp all over it in first and second generation. And so I'll be picking this up quite a bit, but it's okay. I'm all right with that. Now, let's see. I'm going to ink it back up again. And guess what, right? It's a big stamp though, right guys? And so, you know, my hands can't handle that. My hands are the only thing tiny on me. And so I need to do what I can to help myself out to get a great stamped image. Oh, fun. Oh, that looks like the continents coming together. Look at me. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, let's see if we can get a third. Oh, no. You know what? When you're doing that, once you've stamped a partial image, you have to re-ink the whole thing, or it will not, you know, you'll have a little bit of ink on one side and not the same amount on the other. It'll cause a straight line to form, and that's not what we want. Let's see. I think I want it this way. How about that? Or this. Okay, I really like stamping on your grid paper first because then you do get to see exactly where you're going to put the paper. That looks fun. Okay, so that's how I'm going to make the first layer. Come here now. Hey, watch it. They're fighting. The paper trimmer and the Stampin' Positioner are fighting. If you did not get the Stampin' Positioner during our promotion, it's March 1st, by the way. Hello. We should have started with that. Like, what? That's crazy talk. But if you didn't get it during the promotion or during the demonstrator pre-order, you have to wait now. I don't know. It's not been released as to when this will be available to customers again, but it's not available right now. So just hold your horses. The company will bring it back, I am sure. Okay, that's already beautiful. Keep this in mind. If you want some sort of texture behind anything you're doing, you can use that huge wave stamp. And there's another one that we will use on the second card. This one, look at that. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down then. And since I want to make sure that the edges don't lift, I'm going to bring my friend liquid glue in. Tell me what you've all been up to. I have not seen you since last Sunday, right? And I know that you are hoping that I did something super exciting on Thursday night in place of visiting with you guys. And what I did was I cleaned my house and got it in order. And that is not necessarily, I mean, I like it, fine. But what I really like about it is that it calms me. Everything was orderly, just like tonight. I remembered to order, actually on Thursday night, I ordered some meals to be delivered. And so on Saturday, I got some meals delivered. And so I have meals for the week planned. I have, you know, I went and got veg and extra things too. And so everything's all ready. We're all good. Did my laundry, all that business. And so we're all done. Now I'm going to dry fit this right now so that we don't need that one necessarily. I want to know where we can stamp the sand. Okay. So there's a little stamp for sand. Of course. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to bring that in with the crumb tape. My goodness, that Cassie's coughing. He's been coughing a lot. All right, and ooh, that looks pretty already. Okay, just roughly, I want to know where the sand should be, and then so I don't have to do the whole thing. Right, and so I will turn this way, and that I will do first and second generation. And how do I feel about the new colors coming out? I think they're very pretty. They are in the subtles, like they're not called subtles, right? They're called in colors, but they're definitely in the subtles range of color family. And I mean, you call anything hydrangea and then it's kind of a purple. It's got me written all over it. But I think there was also crisp cantaloupe, which is a reintroduction of an older color that has been in the color line before. And yeah, I'm all for it. I'm ready. And I don't know, looking at the current year's colors, I don't think they're going to color buddy together very well, but that's okay. I just need to know that I still can play with secrecy. And so, yeah, I think it's nice. And you know what? Yeah, I'm not saying anything about anybody else's business besides my own, but I'm not going to announce something to you that's not available for 2 more months. We have so many fun things to focus on now. Why would I do that? It's not a secret. But anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it. And yeah, so I have enough to focus on in the beautiful world of current Stampin' Up! Products. And yeah, so that's it. But they'll be here soon, right? They'll be in pre-order for demonstrators and starter kits soon. And I'm trying to decide. I think I want this laying down flat, and then I want this whole thing popped up on a dimensional. So, as I said, I did not use adhesive sheet. Definitely could have. Lisa Teagan says she loves the hydrangea hue too. Yeah, it's pretty. They were all pretty, and just like I didn't make any marketing to announce them to you guys yet. I haven't really spent much time on it. I know I'll love them. Well, I know I'll work with them, and it was a bonus that I think I'm going to take to them really easily. But that's all I need to know about it right now. Yeah, like, wait, it's kind of like to me when you rush through Halloween and Thanksgiving to get to Christmas, then nothing's special. Let's just hold on. We got a lot of special right in front of us. Okay, so this one, as I said, this one, they mirror each other. This is meant to be a layer on top of the larger one. Now, if you don't want to use it that way, kind of like a bundle, right? You can separate them or you can use them together. But isn't that gorgeous? What would it look like this? Like you could use it for, I don't know what else, something in nature. But it's really fun. These things are fun to play with. And now I am going to, I also need to remember I'm going to have some offcut on this. And we'll probably put it like that a little bit. And then I need to remember that, my goodness, I've got to have room for these towels. I don't know if, when you're laying with your friend, do you lay your towels straight? I kind of feel like you do. Lay your towels straight. Let's maybe do this one. Oh yeah, let's do it like that. And then we're going to have umbrellas too, because I don't know about you, but I am not sitting out in the sun without an umbrella. It's very not fun to me. It takes me about 5 minutes to get sick of that. And ooh, maybe I should pull this one up so we can see it more. And then I will maybe put the, no. Maybe like that. Maybe like, yeah. Okay, kind of liking that. You? Okay. I thought they didn't announce them until on stage. Well, yeah, that's normally the case. Maybe they were telling us in advance because of the new ink pad format. Okay, so maybe that's why they had it a little bit early. I don't know. But yes, normally those are announced at onstage. It's part of the onstage surprise. Ooh, yes. Hello. Okay, now how am I going to remember? How about a little pencil mark? Come on. A little pencil mark. So that's where the top is going to go. You guys, I just finished an audiobook today. It's called The Briar Club. And I highly recommend it. It's really cool. I'm hoping that we don't choose new books for book club until September or October, but I'm already thinking it's going to be a contender for one of my choices. It's so good, and it's just about a boarding house for women set in the 40s, and it's just, you get to know the backstories of the women. Anyway, it's really cool, and there are also recipes in it, which I think is really fun. They end up starting to get together on Thursday nights for dinner, and then yeah, it's really cool. So anyway, I recommend it. I know that we give each other recommendations sometimes, and so I'm recommending that one. And again, it's called The Briar Club. And Madison says she should submit a suggestion to Stampin' Up! To have a set with a golden retriever playing on a beach. Oh, that's about one of the happiest things on earth. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. And do you take Greta to the beach? Do you take her? Maybe in McCall. I feel like you took her to McCall a couple of times. And maybe you also take her to Stanley in the Sawtooths. So I'm sure. I have always wanted to take, I heard a weird sound. I've always wanted to take Tango and Cash, and I have not, just because of a matter of timing. And then, you know what? They snuck up and kind of got older on me. Oh, I love that. And so anyway, we never did, make the trek. I was sick, then I got better, but then, all of a sudden they were older, and I'm not so sure they would enjoy it. And they might not enjoy it anyway. They might be like, ew, icky. They can be weird. But that Tango, oh my gosh, I'll tell you, he loves to swim. Cash used to like to swim. When they were little, they went to a daycare that was horrible to them, but they did let them swim. And so my dogs really liked that. But Cash, again, maybe he just was old enough, or he's like, no, I never liked the swimming. I just did it. So a couple years ago, I would go to this pool in Eagle. It was a family's pool. You could rent it by the hour, and the app is called Swimly. And so people do this across the country. They rent out their pool. You can have barbecues. You know what I mean? They're just like renting out their pools. It makes perfect sense considering the cost of a pool. All right, let's take a minute here. Now I think you can see the Stella a little bit better. And immediately, is that not so cool? Oh, It's taken me to the ocean here in Idaho, and I'm so thankful for that. All right, this is 1x2. Okay, I started with 2x3. Whoa, it took over the whole thing. So this is 1x2. And oh, you took your standard poodle ones. Did she have a good time, Lisa? Okay. And anyway, this is Painted Illusions. All right, so this is the, well, that's not a very good representation, but this is from the February product of the month, still available. And this is from the Boardwalk Fun or Beach Boardwalk. Oh shoot, I forgot that some of this is going to be underneath there. And so anyway, I just pulled some papers that I thought would be good. And then I took my fringe scissors, which we don't sell anymore. And they really aren't that comfortable to use, I'll be honest. They weigh about 5 pounds, but I just fringed it. Now, these are so small. You don't need fringed scissors. And it might do a better job if you just use your own little scissors. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see here. Like, remember, I was going to put this here. And then, I love this pattern. It's so pretty. Maybe, oh, that's going to go over further. Darn it. I'm going to have to do a little cutting. A little trim. I'm going to have to trim the fringes off of this. Okay, it's going to be a faux blanket. You know. That's a fancy word for fake. And this guy. And this guy is going to come out. Oh, shoot. That one better go in there further. Okay, maybe they're going to be like, well, that was dumb. Maybe they're going to be like this. Okay, that would work. It kind of looks like they're in the ocean, doesn't it? They couldn't be much shorter. They would just be like nothings. So maybe you want to bring your ocean even shorter. But anyway, you can also, the next card will be landscape. And so that'll be really fun. And there goes a squirrel. See a squirrel? Oh, I know what. These are going to be hiding. Maybe they're going to end up having one umbrella. Is that like odd? I feel like it looks kind of weird. Oh, that's so weird. You just have to play with it, guys. There's an example online. So maybe you'll like the online example better. But in any case, can I have it go? What if this is up? Will that look like? Yeah, okay, that's okay. This is going to be on dimensionals. And so then there's one die that cuts the pie, okay, right here. And then there's one die that cuts all the stripes. And you can mix and match them in a number of different ways. But I am just going to bring in, I cut one of each from both colors. So I had 4 umbrellas cut. And we're just going to come in and make stripes. Hi, Ruth. Hello, Ruth. How are you? Jean told on you. Jean said you were here. Okay, so we are in March already. You cannot order the product of the month for March until March 3rd. Alrighty? But again, that's Tuesday. That's when everything goes live. And we'll also have some new kits to choose from. I have not seen a preview of those. Maybe tomorrow. Or maybe I missed it. I don't know. But in any case, I don't think I have. See, now I start wondering. Did I? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Madison, you're already thinking. She's wondering if the little dogs from the Cutest Crew dies would work. They look like they're a similar scale. And that one's rolling around on its back. Okay, see how the lines are pre-cut? there, if that tells you how to place and where to place this. So move it out until the lines match up and then drop it. Right, so that's what it looks like. Okay, and then let's do, of course, the opposite with this one. And since that guy has yellow on the outside, I'm going to bring in the petal pink on the outside of this one, and that's kind of how I'll know how to start. Okay, so I am still in the thick of watching the show Tehran. It's on Apple Plus, and I'm in the 3rd season, which I think is the latest season. Kind of sad, actually, because it's so good. It really keeps my attention. And I've been watching that so much that I have a few episodes behind on Hijack with my boyfriend, Idris Elba. Now, I mean, come on, girl. He's going to break up with me pretty soon if I don't watch his show. So, I'm trying to decide. We'll watch one of those shows tonight, and I might try to read. Lord help me. I love reading a book, but I also love running a Stampin' Up! Business. And guess what? You can't really do the same thing at once. You cannot. You can listen to books, but you cannot read a book and make a card. So, Carla, hello and happy birthday. Everybody tell Carla happy birthday. And so yes, so needless to say, my love of reading, actually reading the book, sometimes goes by the wayside because, you know, I love creating and being here with you guys too. So anyway, maybe I'll start a book tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, that looks like lemonade, doesn't it? Pink lemonade. When I decided on the colors, all I was thinking about was, since I use such an intense color, like a Caribbean color here, the Azure Sea, I should say, for this, then I wanted to balance it out with some subtles. But then they look so cute. Okay, that's where I want them, right there. Okay, we'll move this one. And now I don't even want to move the towels, but I have to. I have to. Okay, but that's how they're going to go. I promise you. Okay, let's put our towel down here. Carla, the birthday girl. Have you had a lovely day, Carla, in spite of this darkness? I don't mean like emotional darkness. I mean like literally it's dark here. I hope you've had a great time. Okay, there we go. Now, see, I've already kind of forgotten. This one's going down. Down, down, baby, down, down. There we go. I feel like this one was going. See, I've already forgotten. And this one's going to be up. I can see it better if I look at the screen like you're looking at the screen. Isn't that funny? Maybe this should go. I don't even see the fringe. My goodness. You are so welcome. You had the best day and you were spoiled a million times over. I love that. Yes, everybody tell Carla happy birthday. It's always a special day when it's your birthday. Right? Okay, that's it. Right there. That's how it's going. So don't put a ton of glue on this because all those little lines, you know, it'll come pushing out there. And then this guy I'm going to put on dimensionals, but I'm kind of holding it right here. I don't want dimensionals on that side because this, the bottom part is going to go up over the waves, which are already on dimensionals. So we can't have a speed bump. We've got to make sure all the layers kind of blend like the waves. Okay, and then this guy. So cool. And there we go. I was going to say, I'm so sad I'm covering up the white waves, but I'm not because that was a spot where they didn't really show up anyway. Hey, super cute. I want to be there. Don't you? Oh my gosh. Please, Lord. Take me there. Like, just snap my fingers. If you don't see me in a few minutes, I'm gone. Don't forget that it's spring forward. Next Sunday, oh gosh. That gives me one less hour to work on my live for Sunday. And I have stamp camp on Saturday, which will be really fun. Okay, oh, let's see. We need a sentiment, don't we? Because we have a perfect little spot here in the ocean for a sentiment. And I'll probably put it up on Lemon Lolly. Happy birthday. Super cute. Bon voyage. Thank you. What are the other ones? Hoping, well, let's put this on the inside. Hoping your day is perfect, and we'll do a happy birthday. And then you're in my thoughts. Bon voyage. It's not something I normally say to people, but you know, it's perfect. I don't usually run with people who are getting ready to go on a big trip, big cruise, but you might. And also, it's just a fun way to say hi, isn't it? Bon voyage. My friends would be like, what are you talking about? Cool it. Cool it with your fancy talk. They hate it when I work. Well, they don't hate it, but I see some of them roll their eyes. You know, when I try to work French in, I can't help it because you know I'm a Francophile and I love French. So it's in my mind, even though I'm not fluent by any means. If I think of it, I'm going to say it. Okay, this is about, I am measuring this. I am measuring this stamp. This is what I do a lot. So I just put it on here and I put it over by the cutting guide, and then I see about how much I need. And it looks like I need 3/4 of an inch. Let's try it. Let's start with that. I bet we might need a little less, but it's kind of a scripty, loopy sentiment. So we might need it. And then, ooh, azure will really stand out. Let's do azure. So this is the blue. Spring forward already. We are just, I mean, are we going to move it so that it's only like a week of standard time? Probably. Then you go like, why bother? No, we can't get rid of it. We wouldn't want to go to one time zone. I mean, one time system. Okay, let's see. That's a little blotchy because it's the first time I stamped it. Let me try to stamp it again. Hey, Jan. Very nice to see you coming on. Oh, lots of you are here on this Sunday, and I'm so thankful that you are. I'm so glad to be able to stamp with you today. It's been a nice weekend. Oh, I may have to redo that. Maybe it's that I don't like. I mean, that's better, but it's a little uneven. Take 3. We need another scrap. And I'm going to cut it a tiny bit thinner. I am going to go at 5/8. I like it to kind of be tighter than that. All right, let me try again. I think we're on the right color. I want the color of the ocean to be on this lemon lolly. I think we are. Okay. Saying a prayer for it. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. I like that much better. And I'm going to trim that down. Don't you worry. You could use some linen thread here if you wanted to use more kind of ocean things. Hello, Laura. I am glad that you're here and you've been eyeing this bundle. Oh, well, it's going to be, I don't know if you're a demo or if you are just a lovely customer, but it's going to be live to everyone on Tuesday. And it's still available. Not that it would sell out right away, but a number of things, as I was mentioning in the beginning, a number of die sets are not available currently, and they have an estimated return date of March 23rd. Oh my God. What are we going to use? We only have like 100 million things to use in the meantime. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it. Now, what embellishments am I going to use? I was thinking about the pearls. But then I was also thinking about the sparkly of the ocean waves. And so I haven't used the pearls in a long time, but I was thinking about bringing out either the sparkle or the matching up to the white. Oh, I think the white. Look at these. Remember these? I know. Oh, look at that. I've been coloring. You can color on your embellishments, most of your embellishments with blends, and make them a variety of colors, especially the ones that are in white, right? And okay, so then let's do this. Ooh, yes. And I'm going to put that down there. I'll just go ahead and put it down flat. March is such a busy month for me at my day job. I'm a little scared to go in. No, I mean, it doesn't like start immediately, but I have to start. I have to treat it as an emergency. When I go in the morning, I've got to be on it. I got to like have my coffee at hand and get down on it. And I'm going to go in like I normally do about 7:30. The other girls that work around me, they don't come in for a while after that. You know, we can have different schedules. And I like that. Not that I don't like them, but because I need a little time. Like, just let me, I need time to recharge my batteries. And I do that alone, not with others. And so this is like my peaceful time at work where I can get started. And again, no disrespect to them because I really like my teammates at this time, but it's very nice. So I will cruise in there. That's the plan anyway. After a great night's sleep, well, that's always the plan, but yes. Oh, sorry. I was looking at something else. I need to not do that because I get sidetracked. Oh, gosh. Look what we made. I think it's really pretty. It's quite eye-catching. And now I'm putting crumb cake onto crumb cake, and boy, there we go. I can see it a little better, obviously, when I come down to the Azure Afternoon piece. And let me grab some of these beautiful pearls. I'm so glad that they are always available to us. Not that they will always be available to us, but these are two workhorses, aren't they? The iridescent pearls. Here's the item number if you need a new pack. And here are the rhinestone basics. Here's the item number. Both are fantastic to have in your stash. And they're also great to give as a little gift. They fit in an envelope. Probably have to use a little extra postage, but big deal. Your friend's worth it, okay? And then you could send them a really cool little packet of embellishments that matches just about every theme and color. And there's our first card. I'm not going to worry about the inside right now, but I think this is really fun. Ooh, this piece is perfect, isn't it? With the little sun on it. Like, I want a beach towel that looks like that. Okay, now I'm going to tell you a little bit. When I say it that way, I always feel like, now I'm going to tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a business called the Stampin' Zoo. And, its owner's a little wacky, but that's what makes it fun. So let's find out what's going on in the world of the Stampin' Zoo and Stampin' Up! For our beautiful month of March, shall we? And then we'll come back and make another card. Okay, so as I said, I run this as a business. I count on lovely orders from lovely customers just like you. Thank you in advance for supporting my business, and I do my very best to provide you with excellent customer service. I am always trying to improve myself in that way, and so I thank you very much for shopping with me. And even if you are not shopping with me, you are here supporting me by commenting, liking, and sharing, following my channels and all that stuff. And it all helps me to bring you new products every week here on my live classes on Thursdays and Sundays. And I thank you for that. I really do. March Stamp Camp is coming up this coming Saturday, and I have 2 spots available. So if you are in the Boise area or would like to be, please come and make some cards with me. You can make 4 cards. We'll be using current Stampin' Up! Product. It's really a try before you buy. You get to use all my tools, all my coloring things, all the good stuff, all while crafting and laughing with other paper crafters just like you. The cost is $25 or absolutely free with a $30 order. You can register for this and all of my events at thestampingzoo.com. This particular one you do not pay for until the day of the event. Here's the craft along, you guys. When I come back to you, I'm going to show you the actual project, but I ended up making a mini backpack. And so you will receive the supplies to make the mini backpack plus the instructions, and the kit will include supplies to make 3 cards, as you see here. The what do I want to say? The colors and the patterns will vary slightly, okay? But it's going to be a really fun one. I got kind of obsessed with it and kept making it, so I think that's a good sign. How you earn this free kit is by simply placing a $50 or more item order. What do I want to say? Online purchase with me. I'll just read. And then after that, I will send you the kit, and you can place that order anytime during March. But I will go live and video this. I think it's the last Thursday of the month. So if you don't need to be present to watch it live, though, you know that my videos are always recorded for later. Plus, if you earn this kit, you will also receive a PDF tutorial for it. And if you supersize your order to $100 or more, I will include a full pack of the rainbow dots. Zoobilee's kit for this month is very sweet. It's so very sweet because we're going to use the Filled with Sweetness bundle. You get a variety of products from the coordinating suite, and you get to make 5 cards in one project with me on your time, because this is an online class, so it gets shipped to your door, and then you can watch me make these cards via video, and also you will get a PDF tutorial for this as well. If you want to add the bundle along with this class, I will pay the shipping and tax for it. And oh, thanks, Gianne. The backpack is cute. Like, I want to make one for me and wear it. Okay. And so please know that you can order this class as a recurring subscription or as a single month. Now, the recurring subscription is a little bit cheaper, and you can pause or cancel it at any time. But should you choose to receive this subscription for 6 consecutive months, I give you a goodie bag during that 6th month, and it has about $25 of paper crafting and Stampin' Up! Product in it. Game night is coming, y'all, on a month from today on April 1st via Zoom. We are going to have a game night with a card class featuring the Sunshine and Tulips bundle. I'll tell you right now, you only need to have the stamp set for the class, because I'm gonna do the die cutting for you. A class during my bingo event is meant to be just super easy, and really, bingo's all about winning some prizes and laughing and chatting with each other, okay? So it is $40. It is via Zoom, and we will begin at Wednesday, April 1st at 6:30 Mountain Time. You will, well, I already said, you'll receive a kit with all of your card kit supplies, but all of your bingo supplies. I play actual bingo with paper bingo sheets, okay? And this other kind of offshoot game with playing cards. And so you're really in the action. We're not just looking at numbers across the screen. I like people to actually be in the game. And so that's a little different maybe from what other bingo Stampin' Up! Events you've attended. And you're going to have some surprises in there. It will be all about sunshine and tulips and winning. Half of your registration goes right back into the Stampin' Up! Gift certificates that I give away as prizes. So think about registering with a friend, because as the more people that register, the prize goes up. Okay? That's going to be a fun one. I'm really looking forward to it. Registration is going to close on the 19th of March. Now, the product of the month, as I said, we have a couple of products of the month that are still available from prior months, but this one will be available to you beginning March 3rd. It's a gorgeous little stamp set called Notes of Spring. You can see here it's two-step stamping where you've got a line drawn image and then a more subtle background. So it will color your image just with the touch of the stamp, but it appears to be more of a watercolor effect, which I really love. So I can't wait to order mine. And all of these product of the months are available while supplies last. And I just think it's so cute. Can't wait to get my hands on it. What are the sentiments? Happiest birthday wishes. Perfect. Especially for you, and a little note of thanks. Those are perfect sentiments. They're so just for everything. So once you get the product of the month, then what are you supposed to do with it? Well, I'll tell you, if you purchase it from me, I am going to send you a tutorial bundle with creations from myself and 11 other demonstrators. And we are going to give you 12 ideas featuring the current product of the month. You can earn a new one of these each and every month with an order of $75 or more. That's what it takes to purchase the product of the month. So once your order reaches $75 before shipping and tax and after discounts, then you can access the product of the month and add it to your order for $5. Okay, so that stamp set I just showed you is going to be $5 with an order of $75 or more. This is combinable with my other offers, so please keep that in mind. And I'm just so happy to bring that to you. As a stamper, I have loved the creations in the tutorial bundle. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. All right, there's our first card, right? One card down. So gorgeous. Again, this is a Rolling Waves bundle. It's going to be available to you on Tuesday. And it's $51.25. So that just about gets you, well, if you purchase this bundle, you will earn my kit, my craft-along kit. So let me show you my craft-along kit. I have a bunch of things in here. It came about because I was looking through the items from Onstage last year, as I mentioned. And I had just recently, I talked to a couple of the gals that I loved so much. And one of them is named Rosalind Smith, and she made these things. And this is her backpack that she made. Okay, she made so many of these things. She made a million. Look at these bags she made. She had these made or made them. She even made this little clay heart charm. She had a white jacket that looked like this, and then she was putting pins all over it. She made so many of these things. I was thinking about it when I pulled it out today or this weekend, and I was like, she must have spent, I don't know how many, hundreds of dollars on gifts. And she really kind of just exuded love. I was sad that we're not getting together on stage. So anyway, that got me started. When I pulled this out, I immediately thought, my gosh, I could never make that. And when I say something like that, that's like two little Lisas sitting on my shoulder. And the one says, you can't make that. And the other one says, watch me. Okay. And so before I knew it, I was measuring it. And then I made this one, which I think is pretty cute, right? And so then I was like, well, it has to have a card inside. But I wanted to use something a little more springy. And I've already used Brush with Beauty on another craft along a couple of months ago. So anyway, I thought this one turned out great, and then I modified. I wanted more of like a backpack purse. Okay. And so then that's where I came up with this one, which uses the papers from Easter Joy as well as some shimmer paper. That was also in that suite, but I hadn't used it. And so this is Pool Party. The other colors are Bubble Bath and Lemon Lolly. So that's why I say the colors will vary a little bit. But so this was my version, and I don't think I have anything in there. No, I didn't. And so you'll receive all the pieces and parts, okay, that you need. Plus you'll be making this with me by video if you would like, or by PDF. You'll have both. You'll have all the measurements. And so while everybody can watch the craft along. But I'm only giving the measurements in the kit to those of you that make a qualifying purchase. All right, and then your cards will be just 3 little cards. Whoops, where's the third one? What? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. And so it'll be 3 little cards that, of course, coordinate because they make it so easy with our beautiful papers. And so that is going to be this month's craft along. I'm really excited to start sending these out. So how you earn this is simple. You just place an order with me for $50, and that is before tax and shipping and after any discounts. And then I'll send the kit out to you, okay? This is a retired ribbon, by the way. It's iridescent. It's like a white iridescent. I really wanted a white ribbon with these colors, and I just couldn't find one that was the right width and the right color in our current supplies. So you'll receive that, of course. You'll receive all the pieces and parts. And then, as I said, once your order, if you decide to supersize your order and purchase $100 or more, I'm going to send you a package of the embellishments. Where'd they go? I don't have a fresh, unopened package, but these are the rainbow dots, and so they're perfect. They match with a lot of those colors, and so you'll receive those as well, all free as a thank you from me because I appreciate you. All right, and I chose to use the banner sayings. Lord Hallelujah. This is in. Okay, this is in stock. It's been out of stock more than it's been in stock because it's a punch and because it's super versatile. And so both of these things are in, and they are $38.50 as a bundle. So you might choose to make this part of your qualifying order, and then you'll have exactly what I used on the little backpack cards. Okay, so I hope you guys are excited to make this backpack along with me. It was really fun. As I said, I spent more time than I had to spend on it because it was just cutesy, and I felt like, look what you did. And it made me think about Rosalind and Heather that I had so much fun with at Onstage. So that is this month's craft along. And also just playing a little show and tell. Speaking of Heather, so I had contacted Heather and Rosalind, and then I was like, I've been such a bad friend, so I sent them cards, and then Heather sent me a card right back, and she is such a cool card maker. So look at this. She's used that shimmer paper just like the backpack, only this one's in Lemon Lolly, and I think this suite is called Lovely and Beautiful, and she made a back bend card. So give it up for Heather. Isn't that gorgeous? Stunning, Heather. I love it so much. And finally, I know it's been a week since you saw me, but last time we made faux step cards, didn't we? And then I made some off camera and took their pictures. And so this was the one that we completed together, my once every 6 month man card. But I also made, we also made this one together, right? A girl card. Okay. And then these two I made off camera because we just ran out of time. But I ended up using Notes and Totes for the stamps on this one. And the paper is the product of the month, the Painted Illusions. And then I used, I can't remember what this paper's called. Something about sparkles, I think. And it definitely is sparkly, right? And then this striped paper is just from the Color Family paper. So it was the Subtles paper pack. And this is quite a thank you, isn't it? Whoa. And then I had those It's just from Notes and Toads too. I just had it sitting there, and so of course I ended up using it. So those were the cards. That's how they ended up. These are saved on my Facebook page, and they are also on Pinterest. So if you would like to include them in your, your Pinterest board, they are out there, my friends. So you can follow me over there too. Okay, let's see how far we can get with our card number 2. We're going to do a little bit of heat embossing, and it's going to be landscape, not portrait, which allows you, a little more room to work around such long waves. And so, same base though. Okay, I'm going to still use crumb cake, and then I have a layer that's 4 by 5 1/4. I guess I better order more crumb cake, shouldn't I? Now I pulled Pool Party and what's this called? Coastal Cabana. A couple of things I was thinking as I pulled them was this would be a perfect place to use two-tone cardstock. I wanted two-tone cardstock in the Coastal Cabana, and then I didn't have a sheet of it. Okay. I had Pool Party, but I wanted Coastal Cabana. So anyway, that would be a place where you could use a two-tone cardstock and make this one in particular. So just a thought, all right? But we are going to actually heat emboss our white, the white part of our waves on this one. So let's see here. Let me try and move this. Goodness gracious, so many lovely things. So many lovely things. I love being surrounded by all of our fun in here. Okay, that gives me a little room. Okay, I had that. Shoot. Where did I put my blocks? Blocks. Oh, here it is. See, I was surrounded by too many lovely things. So funny. Okay. See, this is what I needed. All right, and so that other long, this is the other long wave that I showed you that has more froth, right? It looks more like the first layer that we die cut in white. Looks a lot like that. So I'm trying to see like which would be the front and which would be the back. I don't know. I think the one with the little bubbles should go up in the front. Okay, so let's start off by prepping our cardstock, right? We're going to heat emboss this. So I'm going to give it a little bit of embossing buddy. And I know, Carla, they make such fun. I mean, all the products are awesome, but I love this product of the month that they've been giving us. It's fun. First of all, it's fun to wait for it, right? And then when you see it, it's just like, oh gosh, and then the wheels start spinning of, well, I can use that with this and that product. And so of course I've been thinking about that when I should be sleeping. Okay, we're not going to use the umbrellas this time. So we can go up a little bit higher. Don't ask me what we're going to do, but I kind of just want to use a sentiment and then use that that exotic leaf dye, but we'll see. Okay. Now, if you want like stark white, instead of using the Versamark, you should use the craft white. It's messy, okay, and it takes a while to dry. So for our purposes here, I wasn't even going to get involved. She's drama, okay? But I'll tell you what, especially if you are embossing in white onto black cardstock, you want to use that Whisper White craft ink. For a sentiment, I definitely, most of the time, use that craft white behind a white sentiment. It just really helps things to pop. So it's your tip of the day. But as I said, I am not going to do it because she's wild, y'all. Okay, let's put that over there. Grab the heat tool. Again, you can purchase all of these supplies even a good heat tool at Stampin' Up! Over at the stampingzoo.com. Hit that Shop Now tab, and you can, you know, it doesn't cost anything to look. You can see what we've got over there. So I'm going to turn this on to level 2, and I put it on my wrist until it feels a little uncomfortable. It doesn't take very long. All right. And I want that to be nice and hot before I take it to the paper, so I can minimize the time that I am hitting the paper with this heat. And you want to just keep moving it around, and pretty soon your embossing powder will start to turn white and shiny. Ooh, there we go. Once it's shiny, move on. You want to make sure it's cooked, but you don't want to overcook it. It will turn brown, and it will be not pretty anymore. You can also work the paper. So again, that's why I keep this thing moving at all times. And isn't that cool? Ooh, yes, I like it. It is a very interesting, it's a very dynamic looking stamp. Just like right there. It's very cool. We also have that cool set that's retired now, but has the ship. That would be fun. All right, so now let's think about that. This is going to be our C. Okay, so once again, let's see, where's my positioner? It's hiding. It's so slim, you guys. It's so nice and slim. I really like that. So I am going to bring this in and clean it and get to go in here. Okay, so what's on everybody's must-have list if you have not shopped as a demonstrator, but if you're getting ready to shop on March 3rd, what's on your must-have list? Please tell me. I love that Filled with Sweetness stuff. It's so adorable. And as you know, I'm going to be doing a couple of things with it this month. So if you're thinking about getting that and then you're wondering, will I use it? I think you will, because if you're going to craft with me, you will have a couple different opportunities to use it. Okay, let's see. What? I'm only going to stamp about 2 inches of this. And maybe I'm going to find that I should have stamped it on the white, right? Or on the blue, right? I don't know. But it's just an idea that was brewing. So let me do a little bit more than 2 inches, because we can always bring it down. And yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing. So this is going to be like this layer. And so let's put that in here. And we can almost do one big image on it, right? Okay, I think that's going to work. But I am going to bring in Coastal Cabana, which I haven't used for a while, but gosh, I love it. I love it because it's in the brights. So like, why wouldn't I? And what was the tip about using craft ink on dark paper? Oh, it was if you are heat embossing and you are wanting a vibrant white embossing, then use craft white ink instead of Versamark to ink up your image. And then you need to go take that stamp and wash it. Well, just wash it in the sink with water. But, and try not to let it make a mess of everything else. And then this guy, I'm going to bring this guy in, see what damage I can do with a whole stamp. I mean, it looks very, ooh, gosh, that's neat. It looks very random as it is, doesn't it? Oh man, I love that. That's neat. We've had another stamp that had the distinctive qualities this one did. Kind of like, it was called Artistic something. Do you guys remember that? It had flowers. It was from several years ago, but that one is just striking me as reminiscent of that one. Okay. You are so welcome. Oh gosh, I have that. Let's see. It's in my way. I forgot I wanted to second generation on everything. It's quite dark enough, I would say. Okay, let me just put it down there. We don't need the magnets. We don't need no stinking magnets. Famous last words. Okay, that's good. And we're just going to go with that because I actually think this is going to get trimmed off. We're going to have a sentiment. We don't need everything to be fully textured, right? So that's probably going to come more like up here. And then we'll trim the excess. But now we need to die cut. And so I think I want the lower one, the larger one. I think I'm going to need another piece of Coastal Cabana. This one's not wide enough. I want the bigger one to be Coastal Cabana still. Yeah. And then I want the middle one to be Pool Party. You know, like it's getting closer to the shore. And look at all the cute little, look at all of these. They die cut with this one die and then just all release. They're so fun. Magnets will stick to scissors. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, let's see. Can we get away with it? We can. Yes. We'll just miss that little tiny piece. If you don't tell, I won't. Okay? Shh, don't tell. Nobody say anything. Oh my goodness. I had a nice morning with two of my closest friends. We went to breakfast, and that was a really nice way to start the day. We were going to go to this one place that I was excited to try. I've been there before, but not for breakfast or brunch. And so I got there, and it doesn't open until 10. Like, come on. Hello? How do you expect to get people of my age in there if you're not going to open until 10? So I had forgotten my phone, but it didn't matter because I told the girls I just was going to come by the mustering point. That's what you call it when it's like in a fire, you know, but I was calling it that. We have this restaurant that we go to a lot. It's called Eggman and Earl. And so I told them I just came by the mustering point, and then you guys were there. So that worked. So anyway, we had a really nice time. Delicious breakfast. I brought half of mine home before I, you know, kept whittling it down. And so I left there and I wasn't disgustingly sick. Full. Wow. That's a refreshing feeling. And then, you know what? I think I'll pack it for lunch tomorrow. So had myself a little omelet and some hangover hash browns. And those are basically cheese holding together a little bit of hash brown. And they fry it until it's crunchy. Okay. It's like really pretty good. My friend's husband really likes that, and he always wants her to bring that home to him. I always tell her she should hold them hostage for something. Ooh, yes. She should hold those hangover hash browns hostage. And I could see how they would be a good hangover thing. But, of course, I haven't been hungover for 20 years, so thank goodness. That was one thing. I was like, I am over that. Give me a glass of wine, and then I'm free to stop. I had my time, though. Don't you worry. In college. Woof. What? I can't quite remember it. Okay, I'm going to do like I did before. And you don't have to. Again, you can use these wave pieces separately. But I like that solid one. You know, it's just a graduation of the waves, right? You could do this all the way down, but in an ombre. Okay. Oh, gosh. Ain't nobody got time for that. Harden. Okay, now, oh, hello, Deborah. You just got home, and we'll catch the beginning later. I'm just glad you're here. now. And I hope you had a really great day. Okay, it does look like, let me cut this at 2. See, we don't even need, I'm glad I stopped stamping because I didn't need like the whole world. What? I must have not pulled that completely through. Come on now. Don't play with me. It's Sunday. Don't make me work any harder than I need to. And that looks weird at first, right? But just hold on. In fact, maybe we want it to go like this, like as it gets deeper, and the ink is darker. That was kind of a double shot there in the middle, but we are going to work that to our advantage. Okay. So is anybody getting rolling waves? Somebody said early, oh, it was Lisa Kuipers, I think. Laura Kuipers said she was interested in this set. Some of you have it already. Jan, do you have this? Oh gosh, you guys. Today, yesterday was the last day for Chopped. We have a winner, and I don't even know who it is yet. I got to go check it out. So watch for that email announcement, and I will announce it here as well. Oh, so many fun things going on around here. Please don't forget, you can join Chopped at any time. I run it every single month. Every single month, you have a chance to win and compete with your friends and get to see your creation in the survey that I send out to about 300 people on my email list. Okay. And so show off a little bit. Come on, be proud. Be proud of your work. All right. And then we declare a winner, and the winner gets to help me make the next kit by choosing the colors that will be in the next month's kit, as well as earning their kit for free for that month. Okay, now I have to look and see like, oh, which one do I, oh my gosh, I really kind of like it better that way. Is that how it was? And then I moved it? I don't know, but that looks cool. Judy has it, but she hasn't used it yet. Well, that's weird. That never happens around here. That's part of the reason why I have a business, and I'm not even kidding, is so that I will use everything that I wanted. That is how it initially started. And then, like, I got the bug because I just love talking with all of you. But honestly, I was like, okay, got to be a reason to get all these things. So then I can get all these things, you know. It started innocently enough, and yet not really. Okay, I feel like that is going to be, I don't want to see too much of that end piece. I don't want to see too much of the ends of this. I want it to just be waves. Okay, let's just do it this way then. And this is going to start out. This one's going to get, oh, that's pretty. Oh, yes. Goodness gracious. Gorgeous. Okay. Where is my seal? We sell, if you are brand new here, please don't be scared. Speak up in the comments. We sell the best adhesives in the world. Preach. Can I get a hallelujah on that? Yes, it's a hallelujah for sure. They're the best. And you don't want to spend all your time making something like this and then have it fall apart because you don't have the right adhesives. Talk about making me mad. I wouldn't know anymore because I just use Stampin' Up! Adhesives. But if you haven't ever tried them, my gosh, what are you waiting for? And so they work with your, like I put that backpack together with Seal Plus, and it's still together, and it's specialty paper, so it has, I wouldn't trust it with just any old adhesive. Okay, now I'm cutting through the waves. Whoops. I wanted to try, I got this a little wonky. Look at that, tiny. This is hard to fix. I love the umbrellas too. I love just the down view of you're looking down on it. It's beautiful. And so this could be complete neutrals if you wanted, you know, all the different colors of browns with the blue. Look at this. Hello. Now, this is the color I kind of remember when I took a cruise, my one and only so far, but I took a cruise to, we went to Key West and then we went to Bermuda. No, that's further away. Help me, Rhonda. Somebody help me. Key West, you leave Key West, and then in a couple of days, and there's a place called Atlantis there. What is that group of islands called? Anyway, we went there. And we arrived there in the morning after being, you know, a sea, whatever you call it, all night. And, oh goodness. Well, I got that a little off. We'll have to try and fake that out. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, it's so cool to see how the sea changes colors. And this reminds me of Key West. It was kind of green. It was more green. Now look, right over here. That's going to irritate me. I wish I would have gotten it. Is it the Bahamas? Is it? It might be. And I've just forgotten because it's been so long. I was telling my best friend last week, I was like, we need to go on another cruise. I don't have money for that right now, but if I put it in my mind, then I'll do it, right? But minus getting sicker than a dog, which could happen again, just seasick. I don't know. I just really want to go. It's a fun way for people, a large group of people to go, and I wouldn't feel like I'm holding somebody else back physically because they can go do whatever excursions they want to do, and I can stay or I can go do something, you know, that I want to do. Okay, that's a little crookedy. You just hold on here. Okay, sometimes it's helpful to do it like this. Okay, and it's that tone on tone, you know, it's that crumb cake on crumb cake on a dark day. But look at this, it's gorgeous. I'm kind of in love with it. Okay, let me see if I've got, no, I think we were on the brightest. That's the lighting we're going to get today. All right, remember I said I wanted to try and use that palm leaf. I think it's quite beautiful. And I looked up ahead of time in our color buddies, our color coach, which by the way, you can get a link to this over at the stampingzoo.com over on the right hand side. Okay, and if you go over to the stampingzoo.com and you don't see all the tabs that I'm talking about, then there's usually 3 little dots to the right hand side, and that you need to click on that because it means you're on a mobile device, okay, an iPad or your phone, and so it doesn't have enough room to show you everything, but there are links in the description of this video for everything I have going on right now. So whether it's Bon Appetit Recipe Club, Chopped, Zoobilee, or the Bingo, Stamp Camp, it's all loaded over on both the description below and over on the stampingzoo.com. So please don't forget, if you're wondering what's going on with me, just look over there. Okay, that's going to work. We're putting a leaf there. Don't ask me why, but we are. Let me grab the lemon lime twist, or we don't need the whole thing. We just need some scraps. And let's take a look-see, all right? If not, oh, I like that. Now here's Granny Apple Green, but I'm thinking no on the Granny Apple Green. Well, it works too, but it looks too dark for me. I like this, or maybe one of each. Okay. All right, you sold me. One of each. Don't fight me now. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in and give a little twirl in the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Yes, we sell it. Yes, it's fantastic. I mean, don't even ask. We sell it. It's been tested, and it's kind of fabulous. Oh gosh, that's pretty. I don't know how we're going to structure this this whole thing going on here, but maybe with a semicircle over here. That'd be really interesting and different, right? And I didn't put any sand here just because I didn't think about it. Not because I have some special like idea, but we could also use the crumb cake lens and just flick it. Let's do that. And I've been known to forget a few things. Now let's look at there we go, Granny Apple Green. Ooh, this is kind of pretty. I still prefer the lemon lime twist, I gotta be honest. I'm a horrible dog mother. I did not take my dogs out for a walk today. And kind of just saying that tongue in cheek. We didn't go out for a walk today, but it's all good. It's all right. They seem to be fine with it. And Lindsay, Miss Dog Walker Extraordinaire, will be here to see them tomorrow. So they're going to be fine. It's just really pretty. Oh, Lisa Tegan says it's beautiful. Well, all right then. I agree. But I mean, look at this die. Isn't it neat? Oh, think of all the cool things you can add that to. That's fun. Okay, now, how do I work this into a sentiment? Let's see. We've got some cool dies, like thousands, right? Don't we? And so let me just take a quick look here. I want something kind of curvy. Oh, what about an arch? Something kind of curvy, like a Lisa. And let's see. Maybe we can bring this in from the side. Can't believe I put that down. I placed this down and I wasn't finished with it. What? Okay, and then check it. This leaf's going to come down this way, and then I can hide that spot that, you know, looks unfinished. And maybe it'll be like that. Or maybe it'll be like, I'll cut another one and kind of hide it back behind the arch. It's the arch, though. Do we want the arch in white? Let's try it. I don't even know what sentiment we're using, but we have a sentiment for that. Whatever you want. Right? Happy Flag Day. We have a sentiment for that. Okay, maybe not. But if you want it, Stampin' Up's got a sentiment for it. If we don't have it, you don't need it. Oh gosh, I find myself hilarious. I do. I know, you do as well, but thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, and then there's that. And is there anything else? Oh, I know what we can put on this arch. These cool little shells that we had, right? Oh gosh, I'm running a little later than I normally wanted to, but you guys are good, right? And if not, go eat your dinner and then come back and watch the rest of it on replay. That's okay. Okay, Sue says, so you've been to Atlantis too? We were talking to some people who were staying in Atlantis when we were, we had like a beach day. And they were not that taken with the actual resort. Now, I don't know. Were they like so much fancier than me? It's very possible because, I don't get out much. But they were kind of like, the rooms are, they're okay. But I would like to go and judge for myself. Thank you. It's already up on a block. My goodness. If I wouldn't know better, or if I knew better, didn't know better, I would say that Madison had been here helping me because she's so good at getting everything ready for me, but she's not been. Okay, you guys, should we use Coastal Cabana? I'm feeling no on the crumb cake because we're going to have crumb cake shells. So I think we're going to use Coastal Cabana. Where did it go? Where are you? Here you are. Let's just try it. I have a little bit more white cardstock if this goes, you know, wrong. Okay, and oh gosh, I'm catching serious glare. Did I or didn't I? Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. It was the first time I used that stamp too. It could have been a little smoother, but we're going to go with it. It will smooth out a little bit just as it dries. And then we could bring these up. Now, if I just had all the time in the world tonight, we could bring the ink blending brush in and just do a touch of crumb cake around the edges of this. But that's just an idea for you once you get your own Rolling Waves stamp set, right? That's too big. I'm going to put some of these shells. Oh, this one's so pretty. Yeah, they eat a lot of conch in the Bahamas. I didn't try it. It just sounded like it was going to be rubbery, and I'm not that adventurous, believe it or not. I love to cook, but I'm not that adventurous when it comes to trying stuff. So I was like, conch shell? I mean, conch, whatever's in there. No thanks. Big sea slug. No, gonna pass. Appreciate you asking though. And yeah, rum. Now that, the rum, I had some of that. I had too much. I had too much, and then I couldn't go down the water slide. All I could do was sit in my chair. That was kind of dumb. Because they were all, then my party, my mother, my aunt, my bestie, and her husband, they all went through the super cool water slide that's there. It's like you come down a big volcano, you know, a fake volcano. And I was like, no thanks. I need to just lay here. Appreciate it. Please just leave me laying here. That's good. Okay, let's see. How are we going to work this out? This and this. I want that there because you know I want it to hide that flat part. And then we can't just have one leaf because that just looks kind of weird. So let's see. What if we had two? Does that look overly random? While you're thinking about whether or not that looks overly random, I am going to flick this thing within an inch of its life. Let's see. I'm going to flick it. And this is, you can do everything out of order. I find it just works. As long as you're just kind of easy with it, go like, okay, I can do that. So I'm taking dark crumb cake, and then I'm just bringing it in. This is what we're going to use for, we've got to have some texture on that slick crumb cake. Otherwise, it's not going to look like the sand. Oh, yes. Okay, sand. There we go. So that's an alternative if you forget to use the stamp. And if you're like me, you're going to forget. It's not going to be the only time I'm going to forget that. Ooh, as that was laying there, I was like, this looks kind of cool. Okay. And then this one should come out this way. Oh, that looks better. Okay, I like that now. Have you guys all been following that cutest little macaque monkey, Punch? Oh, so cute. Punch is so adorable. I'm just rooting for him, and I guess he's finally taken up, or one of the adults has like kind of taken him under their, not wing, but you know what I mean, has finally hugged him. Okay, he's so cute. I was rooting for Punch. We needed a, you know, a feel-good story, and we got it in the form of Punch. So, thank goodness. Oh, yes. Girl, you're stylish. That's a very pretty, an interesting way to put a sentiment on there, don't you think? So anyway, punch. Go punch. Hope everything works out for him. Now I think this is going to overlap enough of that, the wave, that we should keep the die cuts at the top. All right. So that's our little focal point that we just made out of all the little die cuts. And I think, you know, I want it a little bit higher. Let's see if it looks distracting. We don't have to hide that this thing. It doesn't really look like much anymore. Cool. All right, I like it. Oh my gosh, there are just 2 ideas. And then I will use these on the inside when I get to it off screen. But again, do we have any we used pearls on this one, and so let's think about using the rhinestone basics on this one. Love. They really are the best to have. Like, you should always have a pack of rhinestone basics in your back pocket for your masterpieces, because you've got to. Just got to do it. And ooh, it looks like the sun is picking it up, right? I like this. Okay, so there are our 2 Rolling Waves cards, just 2 of many. Think of all the different ways you can use the 11 die cuts and the 11 stamps that I've previewed here for you. And again, goes live to everyone on Tuesday. Okay, thank you so much, Corinne. You are quite a card maker, so if you say it's cool, then I think it's cool. All right, so you get lots of different texture and all sorts of cool things. If you like playing with die cuts and you want to use the blending brushes, this is a really cool set. Also, if you have different specialty papers that you want to work into your card making, this is where you can use them, right? Shimmer papers, two-tone cardstock, heat embossing, and Wink of Stella. So all that stuff is going to just add a lot of character to this Rolling Waves bundle. Okay, you know everything that's going on with me in March now, and so please take a look and sign up for any or all. All right, I welcome you. I can't wait to stamp with you again. I will be live with you again on Thursday, but until then, have a fabulous 3 or 4 days, okay? Stay safe and happy stamping.